And we're broadcasting. Hello everyone, whether you're watching this live or archived, because this will be archived as you know. So, yes, hello Mr. W, hello Slovak Eagle, and hello Kango Fango, or anybody who's watching without an account, or again, you know what I mean. So, today, we're going to do some more route building on the Milton Valley Railroad. So, 1 second. There we go. Hello, yes. Okay, let me just switch over. There. So, how is everyone? Everything going as you wanted to go? That goes for you archive watchers as well, the even and all. Yes. How about you, Sharadise? I'm doing as good as I usually am. So if you want to know exactly how good that is, you can watch one of the archived streams. Okay, so this is what we worked on last time. So the terrain work we did previously, but the texturing and putting forest down on this side is what we did last time. So I've got this going over here. Might need to move some of these trees back, actually. They're a bit close to the edge. Oops, I thought I switched to the move tool. Looks lovely, thank you. Right, so moving these up like this. That's better. Right, and then it goes down over here, towards the dam, past the dam, and then goes through this tunnel, and comes out up here, and then continues on down the mountain. Right, so actually up to what point did I put down? Alright, I put down the grass up to the tunnel, well basically up to the tunnel. Actually, let's do that now. Let's put down the rocks around here to make it look a bit better. Aren't some of the bushes a bit close to the track? So I'm assuming we're doing the other side in the stream. Yes, we will probably be. Hi Shadows. Oh, hello Anthony. Hello, welcome to the stream. Also, what does first person look like in the tunnel? The way first person works is that it aligns yourself to the terrain, and the terrain is still going up here. So you can't walk through the tunnel, you're just walking up the terrain. So you can see, I'm looking downwards, and yeah, I've just walked up the terrain. Because there is actually, it's just invisible, basically, the terrain through here. As for the bushes, a bit further along, yeah. This is all okay. This is also okay. But there's quite a bit of space between these. This as well. But maybe if you imagine, if you're walking along here, first person mode, you can see there's quite a bit of space here, if this is what you meant. I'm okay with it, the way it is now. Oh, that looks so cool. Thank you. Shadows, are you in the Discord? I really enjoyed it last time, but it was quite distracting. And I mean, we basically only did this little bit here. So I would rather talk to you over chat, because that way I can do a bunch of stuff and then look over, read the chat, go through it, and it's a bit better progress that way. Because after all, this route, I mean, this is what we've done so far, and this is what, the 29th or 30th stream, if that's okay. Yeah. But I did enjoy it last time. It was, yeah, it was actually quite funny. I meant for the first person in the train. In the train? You mean if you're in the cab going through there? Well, basically it looks as you think. It works okay if you're in the train. If that's what you meant. Agreed. That repeating pattern looks like a time vortex. Oh, this. Yeah, a bit. Might be the way. Might be the other way. I'm not sure what you mean. This is all okay. Maybe it was just an optical illusion. That could be the case. Okay, sorry, says Anthony. Anthony. No, you don't need to be sorry. I mean, it was fun. I finally got Twitch working. Oh, hello, Slovak. Yes, your name is green. Nice. Pretty sure it is in the 30th. Yeah. Oh, it is the 30th. Yeah, I think so too. Cab, yeah. Yeah, cab looks normal. It works fine in cab mode. Hi, how are you? Pattern in the tunnel. Oh, the pattern in the tunnel. Yes, you're right. It does a bit. It does a bit. Tell you what, why don't we take a train up through it? That would be nice. I mean, we've got the... we should have a loco over here. Don't we have... Maybe it's not... Oh, there we go, yes. It's just loading in this stuff. So I'll take a loco up there and you can see what it looks like. Because I'm not sure if you've seen a cab ride of this part. So here we go. Actually, I need to... Oh, it's already in it. I thought audio was disabled. For me, Slovak's name's Pink. Oh, I see. Fango, I'm knocking on your door. Can you let me in? Back to the Future, but it's a train. Back to the Future 3, it was a train. A bit like this. Oh, the time tunnel. I can see it in the URL. The time tunnel. Yeah, I've heard that it's America's most secretive project. Well, I can continue like this. I don't need to set the junctions. It's okay, because they'll snap back anyways. So here we go. Is the volume okay? If the volume is too loud or too quiet, please let me know and I'll adjust it. Wait, did that just give a sound like it loaded into the train? That was odd. Sure, let's just unlock it. Click, click, click. Okay. Kango, is that from Beetlejuice? Hello, Kango. Nice to meet you in real life again. I don't think so. It was a TV series from the 60s, I believe. Or 70s? The volume is good. I'm glad the volume is good. That's odd. The things should be going... Oh, right, because the junction's not set correctly. Yeah. It's not detecting a train approaching because the path was set... wasn't set correctly. The volume is good. Good. Anthony. Nice to meet you again, too. How are you? Good, how about you? Kango, the patterns and general air of the thing gave me an aura of Beetlejuice to me. That's all. Okay. Good as well, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna speed up to 35 anyway because this is actually 15 speed limit and then 35 back there. So yeah, now it's gone to 35. There we go. Fango, how is Paradise's stream on this side? Ah, right. Also, the first episode of the Time Tunnel featured, spoiler, the RMS Titanic. That it did. Yeah, they actually pulled it up with cranes so that they could shoot the episode on it, and then they just dumped it back in the water. I like the gentle rumbling sound. It's probably very relaxing. Yeah, you're right. Hey Pango, do you have Discord? Pretty much the same, I think, but it's nice. How's it for you? Okay, Fango, have you heard about the Titanic sister ship? Two of them. The Britannic and the Olympic. Good. Both, yeah. Britannic and Olympic. Yeah, Titanic, Britannic, Olympic. The latter of which didn't sink but was scrapped. I do. I'm in Sharadice's Discord too. Okay, Shadice, can me and Kango use the stream voice chat? I can't at the moment, sorry, says Kango. Well, the voice chat on Discord is for everyone, basically. I mean, if people behave really badly in there, then yes, I will either kick or ban them, which means that it's not going to be for those people, but everybody who's even vaguely nice, yeah, it's for them as well. So if anyone wants to use it, then you can. Except for the previously mentioned people. Well, there's a conspiracy theory that the Olympic was last-minute replacement for the Titanic. I've heard that, yeah. What do you think of it? I hate that my internet is bad when I want to stream, but suddenly perfect when I want to play a racing grid too. I mean... Right, oh, by the way, we're in the tunnel. I need to slow down a bit. You see what's on the front of the train? What? Oh, and by the way, about the Olympic Titanic thing, I think that it may very well hold merit, because from what I've learned about it, well, the sources where I learned about it did actually give sources which you could look up independently, and it seems reasonable to me. I'm not saying that is definitely the case, but things like windows being slightly different in pictures to the on the Titanic or Olympic, or things like that. Oh right, the eagle, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't seem that out of character for big, large corporations who just invested a whole lot of money into these ships. Aren't the windows on the sunken ship more similar to those of the Olympic than the Titanic? Yes, that is what I meant. Shadows, I'm playing Trainz on my short line. Oh, that's great! By the way, did you do the test? Is it still deleting baseboards if you save using Control-S after you've done something? Okay, the tunnel just looks like something's going to scuttle suddenly across the driver's view. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what happens 50% of the time you drive through there. Sometimes it's bats, sometimes spiders, cockroaches, even some unthinkable things. Don't really know how to describe those. Yes, I meant no. So it's not deleting the baseboards. Well, that's good. Yeah. Glad that's been solved, if it has truly been solved. Oh, I really like how this area is turning out. Although that reminds me, I will need to increase the speed limit to 35 here somewhere again. Okay, I'll read that once I've reached the end. Yeah, I really like this. Although some of these junctions I will probably have to lengthen a bit so they're not as steep. But we can do that later when there's actually space to do it. Right. Kangapango says, I think so, but I did hear about the windows being different. Olympic had a whole top deck walkway. if that's what it's called, but Titanic had cabins there instead. How did you confuse yes with no? It's probably more that he meant, so for example, the double no. So for example, if I said, that ain't broken, is it? Then you might respond with, no, if it's not broken. But actually, you're asking, that is not broken. So then the reply to no would mean that no is false, meaning that it's true, meaning that it is broken. So I think that might have been what happened there. And Trainz just crashed. Yeah, I can only recommend saving as often as you can. I'll actually quit out and go back because of quick drive. No, it's not. I'm used to it. Yeah. Right? Yeah, me too. Thankfully, it doesn't happen to me a lot recently. Hasn't, yeah. Let's not forget that the ship is 4,000 meters below the sea level and was found decades later. That pressure does things. Well, what Kango Fango and Mr. W meant were on photos that were taken when it launched. You can see things like that there should be another deck there, or the windows are slightly different, or things like that. Inconsistencies in photos taken at the time. Lots of different faces, yes. Actually, I'm gonna run my tourist line. Oh, sounds interesting. Right, so I want to increase the speed limit again up here. It goes through the tunnel, goes along here. Actually, no, these sharp corners, I think 25 is probably good still. Alright, I'm going to change the speed limit here. So, right, so this should be 25, 25, and then in the other direction it should be 35. So, here we go, 35, 35. I'll actually move these a little bit closer. And then I'll do 15 going down here and into the yard. So let's see. Actually, I'll put it on the left side because there's more space. So 15 this way. And out that way, I'm actually going to leave it because the speed limit change is up there anyway. So then going off in this direction should be 15. So going onto the siding, and then over here, going onto the siding should be the same. Right, so that's all good. And actually, I will need to put an invisible speed sign down to the down here in case a session starts down here, so that it will have the correct speed limit. Where is it? I'll just search for it. There we go. These are the ones I meant. So I'll put one here when we're just coming out of the shed. And let's see. I'll also put one here. So like this. And well, that's okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, thanks Fango. When do you stream? Sharddice, what do you think is the most amount of trees that were ever placed on a single Trainz route? I think you'll find that the answer to that is 4,243.5. It crashed on the last one, so it's kind of debatable or if that actually placed or not. Anthony, yes, he streams on Sundays from 8 to 9, no, All right, because he streams OMSI 2 in the first hour, and then Trainz from 8 to 9. Okay, thanks for the interest. Yeah, if you go to Kangofango's Twitch page, he's got the schedule there where you can look it up. Okay, thanks for the interest. Yes, no problem. Spiky eyes. Would it be possible to have multiple trains on the same route? Trainz spelled with a Z. Well, there is multiplayer, so yes, you technically can have multiple trains running the same route. If you're asking trains, so AI trains, yes. There's a whole system. If you go in here, into the session rules, you've got all of these different session rules to make sessions, to script sessions. And then if you go to the drivers, you can give each driver commands. And these are not all of them. It's just a short list of the ones that are enabled. So yes, you can script AI trains to drive around the route as well, which is actually a huge part of it. Also, Sharedice. Also, at Sharedice, me and Kangofango are just having a conversation right now. But no, that's nice. That's nice. Anthony, on Discord? Nope, right here. I'm not having another conversation at the moment. I say, you want to go on Discord? At least not to my knowledge. I don't do social media. Oh, it was 8 to 10. Right. My mistake. My mistake also. Because he changed his time slot recently. What time is that in American time? Is OMSI2 and there's interesting. So Anthony, if you go to his Twitch page on the schedule tab, it should automatically add display it with the local time difference, because it's different where you are in America as well. And this is Arson, I only did this to watch Sharedice because I know him IRL, but because of another project Sharedice is doing, I might have to get it. Maybe. Yeah, because it's just so much more organized, and emails getting lost, things not arriving, or then it's just so much easier. I know. I mean, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if you really don't want to get it, then I am open to splitting it between Discord and email, but then that can get messy. Yeah. It's 4 hours, minus 4 hours in the US, I think. It depends on, Eastern time, right? If I didn't know Sharedice was reading out Twitch posts, he would just sound like meaningless ramblings. Yeah. Yes, Eastern, yeah. Okay, so we've caught up. So, now time to actually proceed. So first things first. I want to replace these buildings with ones that actually fit a little better. I only put those there as placeholders anyway. So let's see. Actually, although, do I need to do it? Do I need to replace those? Well, first of all, I need to merge the layers, but... Because, yes, I know that there's lumber down here. But maybe this is not... Well, here's the thing. Maybe this could be a lumber mill. It's not... So... The logs that arrive here from down the lake arrive here, get picked up. Mostly they're put on the train and then delivered down to some lumber mills down at the base of the mountains. But some other ones might be cut up right here into these planks for local areas like the town back there. So maybe this is a lumber mill, just not one that is supposed to be loaded onto the trains here. So I might leave it. I mean, well, maybe. Right. Next thing is... Oh, that was weird. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks weird. Because the field of view changes because I'm zooming out... it's starting to zoom out to the map, so the field of view changes. Just watch this area over here. Right. Shared eyes. No, don't worry about it. I'll just try to keep as anonymous as possible. Yeah. You don't really have to, I'll look it up, but as far as I can remember, well, first of all, you can sign in as a guest, so you don't need to create an account. If you do create an account, then that means you can get email notifications if someone's tagged you or something, so that you don't have to always check the site and everything. But you can log in as a guest. Let's see. Shared eyes. I am good at life. Well, that's great. I mean, considering that you're still alive, I guess that has been true your entire life. Anthony's 1002. All right. So my streams are just 1 hour earlier than Shared eyes streams, and on Sundays. Yes. Of course you are, man. I don't think I am. I think you are. Why not? Ugh. I mean, that face might be a reason. Whoa, oh, wow, that's disorientating. Excitement rating 5, not rating 10. Everyone in my school hates me a lot. Of the people in my life, a lot of the people in my life hate me. I honestly can't see why. I mean, I don't know you that well, but from how I know you, you're kind and clever and funny, which to me are all good qualities. Well, at least we don't, yeah. Yeah, thanks. He asked, am I, not I am. Alright. I was about to say the alive thing too, but I wasn't sure. Feel bad for Charlotte having to read all the chat. Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why I didn't want that many distractions, so we can actually get things done. And what do I end up doing? I end up almost only reading chat. No, anyway, okay, so I'm going to continue building here, and if I see things pop up in chat, I'm going to try to read them more quickly, so that things don't pile up as much. Or maybe not read out every single one, but maybe the ones that I deem to be more important, so that I can read it a bit quicker. Anyway, we'll see. Right. Good. I mean, that was quite quick. Oh, actually, no, I need to put some more down here because of the edge. Right, so I don't want these here. Shared eyes. Who is that? This is me. Not sure what the purpose of that question was. Sounds like a villain. I don't know who you mean. Did a message not get through to me? Shadows, read my message again slowly. Oh, Shad Rice. Shad Rice, who's that? Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's me as well. Ah, yes. Interesting. Actually, not really that interesting. It's just a different name. Yeah. I am Shad Rice, and the world belongs to me, says Mr. W. Well, I thought we'd already established that I was Paradise and Shadrice. I like these little, this little area of trees here. I'm just going to paint a little bit of forest underneath it. Sounds like a D&D evil deity. No, Shadrice is your evil twin. Aha! Oh, mighty Shadrice, when will you have mercy upon our observant souls? Now? Always? Mr. W, I sent you a private message. By that I mean Anthony sent you a private message. Oh, mighty Shadrice, you do by speaking quite the Confucius words. I fish windowsill exclamation through agriculture. Probability exclamation. Kangfango, Shadrice speaks in riddles, and only the worthy ones can understand them. Or the ones who are mildly clever. Oh hey, here's a riddle. If you think you know the answer, but you haven't already heard or read it, then you can say it. If you've read it, then don't. So, let me see if I can remember it. Okay. Oh, what was it? It was, I am shiny, I am alluring. What was the last one? That's not part of the riddle, by the way. What's the last one? Shiny, alluring, and... Oh, I've forgotten what the last one was. If I remember it, I'll say it. Shiny, alluring... Oh, I had such a good phrasing for it as well. No, I don't think I remember it. Oh, what was it? Shiny, alluring, and... Shadrice, I know right off the bat it's not going to be as simple as gold. It was I was before that. I only last for a very short time. Live, that was it. Right, so the riddle is, I am shiny, I am alluring, I only live for a very short time. That was it, thank you. No, it's not gold, question mark outside of the quotes. Yeah. My father studied Twitch, and his father before him, and his father before him. My father studied Twitch, and his father before him, his father before him. I see you've got a very long tradition in your family of studying twitching. I mean, that is certainly a thing to boast about, I'd say. How does one study Twitch? Oh, I don't know. I'm just being an idiot. I think being an idiot is something very different to what you're being. Yes, it's true that the things the thing you just typed in chat doesn't really make that much sense or is necessary to type in chat, but I don't think that makes you an idiot. Our family have been twitching for generations. Maybe if you outsmart the bots? I mean, are you sure I haven't? Lol. I meant that other face. Held a message for a reason. Oh. I wonder why PMs would be a word that's not allowed in a message. Doesn't Twitch want anybody to talk about the Prime Minister? Maybe that's why they made that a default banned word. Like, oh, you want to say something bad about Boris Johnson? Or whoever's Prime Minister at the time? No, that's not allowed by default. Said it was mine for some reason. I was just asking if you had been getting mine. Yes, I know what you were asking. I allowed the message. But for some reason it had automatically blocked it because it recognized PMs as a thing that maybe shouldn't be allowed to be typed in chat. Private minister. Yeah. Whispers. Oh, prime messages. Yes, of course. Kangafango, I thought it was private messengers. Messages. Yeah, he was joking. Although PM does also stand for Prime Minister, as you probably know. Yeah, you're right. Wow, didn't know the censored that. Yeah, I mean, there's probably... I mean, if this is a genuine answer, then that's probably an abbreviation for something that is considered politically incorrect and thus offensive, even though it's the whole political correctness thing, in my opinion, is just so ridiculously overdone. Like, so many things that, if meant seriously and genuinely, if somebody genuinely believed some of these things and meant them completely seriously, then yeah, I can see that might be offensive, some of these things. But with political correctness, it's like, oh, you said the bad thing. You said the bad thing. You're not allowed to say that. And then it's like, why are you offended? No, but someone else might be offended. That's an offensive thing you just said. Even though nobody was offended by it. Anyway. Yes. Shadowdice, what am I doing with my life? Well, I'd say, first things first, write an autobiography. The next thing is, do all of the interesting things you want to do in your life, then write another autobiography after you've done all the interesting things. So then you've got 2 books on the market, which means you get twice as much money. And if one person buys the first book, then they want to see how interesting it is after you've done all the interesting things and what you've written about that. So they'll buy the second one. If they buy the second one first, then they'll want to see the contrast to what your work was like before you did all the interesting things. So, yeah, I think that's what you should do with your life. Not sure, but I think you're watching someone stream Trainz on Twitch. Maybe. Yes. Also, don't forget to purchase 12 ranches in Oklahoma. Yeah, I mean, I almost forgot to mention that, but that's the second most important step in that process. Yeah. Alright, so just like this. And then I'm going to paint down some of the actual... Actually, I'll paint down the long grass texture, because that might fit better there. Is that an Of Mice and Men reference, or am I going crazy? What? You mean the thing with the ranches in Oklahoma? I have no idea. I mean, to be honest, it could be both. Those two aren't mutually exclusive. Careful! It's in the tall grass. I think the quote is, "Don't go in the tall grass." And then proceed to go into the tall grass and die in such a way that you lose your backpack, so that the people following you know that you're there and that you've been attacked. Not really. Shy Eyes, yes! Not really sure what that's referencing. Are you referencing my reference with yes, or something else? That should be good. Right, so then that goes over there. That's all fine. Yeah. Die in such a way that you lose your backpack. Yeah, I mean, that is part of that scene in Jurassic Park 2. Basically, they're the main group are being led through the jungle to this tall grass plain area. And then, I mean, if you want to see it, I'm sure you can look it up on YouTube or something, like Jurassic Park 2 Tall Grass. And you'll see what I mean. One of the guys gets pounced, but his backpack, in such a way that when he gets dragged away, his backpack stays there, which is why when the protagonists follow him, some of the protagonists follow, they find the backpack and he's like Dietrich, or something like whatever the guy's name was. I think it was Dietrich. Yeah. Sanity is overrated, trust me. Alright then, starts twitching. Oops. XD. I was eating the candy bar. Don't you mean drinking the candy bar? I mean, if it's a bar. I don't suffer from insanity. I enjoy every second of it. Ah, I see. Whoops. I was eating. Yeah, I know that's what you typed. Right, so what's the next thing? This is all good. I think the next thing is to paint down the other bits of the long grass texture also down here, and then to put in the grass. Alright, it was eating. Right, not I was eating. It was eating. From the novel. It was eating, yeah. Shared ice. Oh geez. Trombone noise. Why? Why? Oh, because I misread it. Oh yeah, yeah. My father. It's just because I'm still feeling a bit like it's a bit too distracting. I know that the chat is a large part of what makes this fun. So I do like that you're typing this much in chat. It is quite nice. But at the same time, I am kind of feeling that it is distracting a bit from the actual aim of the stream. My father studied Twitch, and his father before him, and his father before him. My father studied Twitch, and his father before him, and his father before him. My father studied Twitch, and his father before him, and his father before him. Yes, you totally wrote that out. I mean, maybe you did. Maybe you did. Kangafango, someone tell Stephen King his little clown's gotten loose. Yeah, No, the bar gag. Oh, I see. My father studied Paradise. My father studied Twitch, and his father before him, and his father before him. My father studied Twitch, and his father before him, and his father before him. I'm on it. XD. I am the eater of worlds. I think you'll find that title has been claimed by a lot of mythological creatures, ranging all the way from Norse mythology to Egyptian mythology to Greek mythology. There are a lot of deities and creatures who claim that they are the eater of worlds, as though that was a unique thing. And yes, I know that what you said probably came from Skyrim. It's probably a Skyrim reference. Oi, Mr. King, you little clowns have gotten loose. They're all over the world now. Yeah, true. Sorry, Paradise. No, you don't need to be sorry. It's okay. I mean, the whole thing with my father before him, the thing before him, and the whole thing. I mean, it has gotten a tiny little bit old, but not old enough that you should be sorry for it, in my opinion, at least. I don't know how the rest of, of chat feels about that. Paradise, do you know the Carrie on films? I've seen the film Carrie, but the Carrie on films, I don't know. So you're the Doomsday device from Star Trek TOS? Yeah, because that did actually eat the worlds. It cut them up, and then it ate them for fuel, and then it carried on. Shadows, yeah, that's true. And here we go again. Bray Wyatt in WWE. Wait for it. My family has been studying Shower Dice for 1,000 generations. Yes, the entity has been studied for a long time. I think you will find. Yeah, because if you look very closely at Egyptian hieroglyphs in the Valley of Kings, or in some of the remaining scrolls that were found near the Library of Alexandria after it burned down, or if you look at the ruins in Göbekli Tepe and the carvings there, or in other regions like Persia, some of those inscriptions as well, I think you'll find that you'll often find an S encircled, and in some cases, not all of them, in some cases, you'll still find some of the original orange pigment that was used. But please don't tell that to anyone. I mean that happened to me like a few thousand years ago, and it was just interviews upon interviews upon interviews. I mean, I could hardly eat or sleep or do anything without being interviewed about something. Yeah, it took quite a while to actually get rid of all these clues, which actually makes it a bit stupid that I actually just told you about them. So please, just forget it. Forget about it. Yeah. Shadows, why the US accent? Why not? Okay, I'll stop, Shadows. It's okay, you can continue for a little while. If it gets annoying, I'll say, getting a little annoying now. And if it gets a bit more annoying, I'll say, okay, please stop that because it's getting quite annoying now. And if it gets even more annoying, then I don't know what I'll say, but I'll say something to indicate that it's gotten more annoying. You're not there yet, don't worry. Stephen King was American, wasn't he? Oh, never mind then. Course, I was setting up for a good gag then. Yes, but that doesn't mean the clown nappers are also US. Right. True. It also sounds very nasally when Paradise does a US accent. Depends on the US accent, because there are a lot of different ones. Yeah. Anyway, US is often used to mean United States of America, USA, but technically US only means United States. And since a state does not necessarily mean a state in the USA, it means that any union of states is US. So for example, the EU the countries in the EU are states. They are united under the EU, the European Union, which means that the European Union is technically United States. Yeah, so if people type US, then it doesn't necessarily mean USA. But most of the time it does, though, I think. They've all got Cockney accents. Oh god, a clown with a Cockney accent. Oi, little kid, we all float down here, mate. I don't think that was a Cockney accent. I don't know what accent that was. I don't really do Cockney accents that often. Is paperwork. XD, float down through the drain. And once you're all with me, you'll float too, mate. Now you're getting into Australian, I think. Yeah, I've not got the miniseries films, but I haven't watched it yet. Oh, I see. No, alright. I've even got, right. I had no idea that there was a series. They're short movies from 1990, I think. Shy Dice, I just found a book that my father's father had. Oh, what is the book's title? If you don't mind me asking. I only knew there was a film of it before the more modern one. Yeah, that's what I meant. UWU. That's actually interesting, because it's a double U, but then there's also a W. That's an interesting word. Right. By the way, Slovak Eagle, are you still there? Right. Also, I'll quickly check the users in chat in case somebody snuck in. Nope, we're fine. Well, if it's updated. Yes. The book is called Shad Rice is the best Twitch streamer ever. I mean, I might have to claim that book since it's already at least 3 generations old. So it might very well be one of those pesky artifacts that I didn't get when I tried to purge them all. So if you could just forward it to me, I'll private message you my address, and then you can just send it there, and we'll be happy. Still here. Great. And Anthony, oh, I'd love to read that one. Slovak's just sitting back and watching this unfold and eating popcorn, maybe picking it out with his eagle beak, or rather, eagle back. Shout out, copyright strike it. Can't really do that since I did accidentally give permission for it, but I mean, that was like 300 years ago. I didn't really understand copyright that well back then. Shout out is the best streamer ever. Oh, thank you. It really means a lot to hear you say that. Well, read it. Because yeah, I do try to do this as best I can, so it's nice to be recognized for that. Right. Oh right, I still need to remove some of the things here, and I still haven't done the tunnel entrances, which I wanted to do as well. Okay. No, I was racing in Grid. Finally got to level 12 in online and bought my favorite car. Oh, I see. Oh, sweet. You got your rooms? Yep. Is it a bus? I mean, probably. I'll just save. Now continue. Nissan Nismo R34G2-R Z-Tune. So, I think that's not a bus. Shy Dice, I'm just eating popcorn and watching your stream. Well, then sit back and enjoy the show. Which you're already doing, probably. Nope, not a bus. Yeah, if you didn't realize already, Kango Fango likes buses. Slovil, I used to pronounce Alfa Romeo like Romeo in Romeo and Juliet. Romeo. Yeah, it's in different languages. Yeah, I really don't know what the correct way of pronouncing that is. Sharadice. I'm gonna take the Sharadice is best streamer ever to school tomorrow. If you want to, but don't feel that you have to. Alright, look up Toyota Coaster. If you think that's a car, think again. And what if he still thinks it's a car? I mean, because thinking again doesn't necessarily mean that you reach a different outcome. Anthony Sarson 2. Make it a t-shirt. Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Oh, I see. Yeah, the car manufacturer. Miss W. I'll try. Oh, I'll try. I see. Well. Alright, think again and think something else. Yeah, that's what a lot of the aggressive religious people said when they tried to convert other people to their religion. Like, they said, okay, think about this. What is the correct religion? Wrong answer. Think again. Think something else. Until they got the right answer. Yeah. And I deliberately said the aggressive religious people, like in the Spanish Inquisition, things like that. Also before that in Rome as well, when they forcibly converted a lot of the provinces, basically the entire Roman Empire, to Christianity, destroying hundreds of libraries and hundreds of thousands of ancient books and tomes simply because there was a pagan temple in the library complex. It was all burned, destroyed. So much knowledge was lost. Although the Library of Alexandria is not part of that, surprisingly, because that actually burnt down accidentally when they set a fleet on fire that was in the harbor, and then they drifted over to the library and then burnt down. Right. No, I don't mean it like that. Sharadice, say this as loud as you can. There you go. Must have blown out the microphone. I got to go to bed. Night, peeps. Good night, Mr. W. Have sweet dreams. Or as Kangafango says, any flavor you want. See ya. Alright, bye, Mr. W. Sweet dreams. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, yeah. Sweet dreams. I sent a screenshot of the car to your Discord. Bye, Mr. W. Sharadice. Wait, there was a pagan temple? Yes, there was a temple on your fictional route. I mean, the Romans did invade Britain, the island of Britain, including Wales. Yeah, so probably was a temple there, actually. Now, let's see if I can make this look good in any way. Actually didn't say it this time. Yeah. But yes, true. Okay, Sharadice, say this. Okay. Sharadice is the best streamer ever. I thought you said that was me, which, judging by the thing I said previously, which is that is me, basically Sharadice is me, then that hasn't changed your previous statement. And yes, I did read it as Sharadice. I know you were counting on me not paying attention to exactly what words I was reading, but I did. Lol. He did. Channel catchphrase. But I did. Yeah. I used to think your Twitch name was Shad de Rays. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I believe you, because there's really no reason why you would lie about that. I mean, that I know of. You might have devious, dastardly plans which involve you lying about that very thing, in which case I believe the lie, but I don't know those reasons, so I'm going to believe you. Yes, I know this is a bit of a laborious process, but I want the texture, the outside texture of this to look a bit better. I mean, if I place some more trees in there, I think it might look good. I hope it will look good. Do these have... Oh, they do have a texture underneath. Hey, you said that right. Yay! Great. He believed my devious lie. No, just kidding. Or were you? Maybe. Okay, now I think I'll place some bit smaller boulders around in some of these areas. I wonder why it does that. It moves it so far away when I'm at the lower angle. Maybe also some down here to kind of merge it better into the landscape. Shred Eyes is better at life than me. Like, a lot better. Of course I am. I mean, yeah, I mean, isn't that obvious? By the way, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't really think that. Now, in just 2 more days, my dastardly plan will be a success. All the jam jars are already in place. The kidney beans are all lit up. It's all coming together. Oh. Wait. 2 days? Today's Thursday, so it's Friday, Saturday. Oh, it's okay. Oh, yeah. Wait, no. It's Saturday. The day that I stream Roller Coaster Tycoon. Those events must be connected. Your plan must... It must be connected to my roller coaster stream. I shall remain vigilant. Shard Ice. IDC? I don't care. Oh, I don't care if you kidding or not. I agree. I don't. Besides, there is no objective way of saying whether somebody has lived their life correctly or incorrectly, unless you said maybe the procreation of your species, in which case you would only have lived your life correctly if you had healthy offspring, who then also had healthy offspring, and so on and so on and so on, as far as your influence could possibly reach. Since I'm assuming that neither of us has done that, by that definition, we both have not lived our lives. We've not achieved the goal yet, if that is... Because that's really the only objective... Oh, sorry, that's really the only objective life goal that I can think of, because everything else depends on opinion. Like, someone might find this thing is the goal, or some like maybe a good career, having a lot of money, being remembered for generations, having defended your country in military action. those can all be seen as things that is your life goal, but they're all subjective, not objective. So yeah. Oh, you're kidding. That's what that was. You'll remain vigilant? No, don't do that. That'll stall the entire plan. Oh, why did I tell him my dastardly plan? Oh, I gotta go if you're still live in 1 hour. The stream will finish at 11 o'clock where I am, so it will finish in an hour. So probably not. Alright, I'll come back. This stream terminates at 11 o'clock. Yes, 11 o'clock, British summertime. Bye, Anthony. Bye. That's a different time zone. Alright, yeah, true. Bye. Anyways, bye. Bye. Shardis and Slovak Eagle. Yes. Bye. See you next time. Right, so I think I need some sort of entrance. Nah. Maybe one of these. I mean, this one looks vaguely similar. Not sure what it looks like on the other side, though. Probably not as good. Bye. Try to find American tunnel, like trackside object. Yeah, I might look at trackside objects. Because I don't think that this looks very good on this side. No. Shed Ice, 100th stream special. Bye, compilation. I mean, if you want that, then you can make it yourself. You can make it yourself. Actually, these might be good. No, this one's too big. Maybe the other one, maybe this one. No, that's even bigger. I'll look in the trackside objects later. Much too big. Because British tunnels are a lot smaller than American ones. Yeah, the loading gauge in Britain is narrower. Nope. True, Showered Ice, Slovak Eagle. No, not quite. This one maybe. Well, this one might be a little bit too big. Yeah, I'll look in the trackside objects later. True. I use that asset for tunnel Corky or Tunnel Corky. I see. Looks good to me. Doesn't look good to me. Alright, so let's see if there are... Oh, we've got a lot of them. Right. These are Milwaukee tunnel exits. Oh yeah, but you can see this one, for example, is much too big. Actually, I can go back. Yeah. Save like this. MILW or Tomb stuff has some tunnels, GR tunnels as for trackside. Shy Dice, couldn't you sink it down? No, it's a trackside object. I would need to put it on an invisible track and then do that. But I think it's also a little bit too wide. I'll just look through some of these. Maybe they've got different dimensions. Yeah, true. I'll actually skip past these and try some of these ones. No, not really. MILW tunnels are the same height as they're made for American Electrics. Yeah, but this one is the Swiss tunnel, so it's a bit smaller. I thought that too, yeah. I mean, this doesn't look great at the moment. I would definitely need some sort of cover. I'll look in the DLS. Although my first class ticket has run out at the moment. I don't have one active, so might take a little while to download some things. Maybe Tunnel Portal. Maybe if you use the AJS Arch spline. That could work. I'll just look through this stuff and then I'll try that. No, that won't work. Why won't it work? Rather FMA Viaduct. Yeah. I mean, I was going to try that one as well. I'll try this one. Again, it will take quite a while to download. Okay, well, I'll try it now. Maybe if you just searched for Arch, try this. Maybe use some of the Rock Arch assets. No, those wouldn't work. The green mossy one, no, I don't think it would work. Let's see. FMA. The green mossy ones are from Sabino, aren't they? I don't know. Oh right, I'm on objects. Meant to go into Spline. Yeah, I'll need to get the height exactly right. I think the assets are much older, but I could be wrong. Sabino Lake, the Italian route, has mossy rocks and tunnels. Oh yeah, I might look on that, see what they've used. Maybe they've used some good assets. Although I think that this FMA viaduct might actually do the job if I just put it down a little bit more. I will need to see what it looks like on the other side though. Right, I'll need to put another little rock up here in that area maybe. And maybe move this one a little bit to the side. Oops, not that much. There it is. Maybe like this. Well, if you want to go payware, do not... if you don't want to go payware, do not use any of the assets from the other routes. Yeah, I put my no payware filter on anyway, so I would check if they were payware. But yeah, thanks for the reminder. We'll just create problems later on and people will be required to buy another route before they can get yours. Yeah, I don't want to, as I said before at the beginning of the series, I'm using no payware. Actually, there should be a builder up there as well. Sort of there-ish. No, the one I meant was Rock Arch 2. 1 second. You'd still see the other thing through it because it needs to match the shape. Sharedise, Slovak did mean if you want to go payware. Oh right, if I do want to go payware, it would cause trouble. Yeah, I think he meant if you want your route to be payware. I think. Yeah, I know the end result of what he meant. I'm not quite sure what the phrasing was. This rock is nice up there, just the way it's slanted. Yes, good. Right, so if I place some more rocks over here, just to kind of blend it in a bit more. And yes, I'll place some grass down there as well to help with that. Oh, oh, lovely. Maybe put a max headroom board. I mean, perhaps. I don't really think so. No, not quite what I want. Yeah, it's because I'm still on Arch. Right, a little bit more rotation there maybe, like that. Okay, so I'll just quit it and start it back up again, just so that it's the right resolution. People who've played Legacy Trainz will appreciate your usage of the old tunnel. I hope so. Oh, and we've got Isle Delara watching, and Princess League. Hello, if you're not bots. Some of the other people, like Lurksex, Commander Ruta bots. So if you're not bots, welcome. And so, what do you think? Do you think this looks good? Maybe if I place another little rock there, maybe some long grass or something like that. But do you think this looks good from this side? It looks a bit cobbled together. Maybe if I place some shrubs or things up here around this area. Like in here, like maybe some of these, so that it's not bare rock. Well, not as bare, anyway. Do you think that looks good? You agree to what? But what does it look like from the other side? Oops. Maybe I'll need to look at it from a Trainz point of view. Other than that, it looks good. In it? In it means isn't it? That shrubs should go on there. Yes, okay. Yes, I'm just gonna quickly take this loco up there so I can see what it looks like from within the train, so from within the tunnel. I'm not gonna I'm not going to keep to the speed limit. Stage foreman, what did you say? Slow down! You'll never catch me! Well, unless you switch the junctions in such a way that I can't continue. Dramatic zoom in. He's gonna crash! Thunderbird's music starts playing. Yeah, right. Oh no, I'm gonna go at the speed limit. Oh no, I've gone at the speed limit. That should never have happened. This should be a lesson to all of you. Don't take your eyes off the throttle, otherwise you'll go at the speed limit. Maybe even drop below it. What is that deep whirring sound? Oh, is it the horn? No, it's the locomotive. I'm gearing down. You have no idea how much I want to make that limit higher. You mean from 35? Yes. To 50. It's miles per hour. So it is actually 56 kilometers per hour. Like this is 45 going now. And with this single track going down here with all these curves and low maintenance, nope, that is not safe enough. Safe regulations. Alright, here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Well, other than a tunnel. What's around the bend? Is it a monster? No, it's a tunnel entrance that looks a bit strange. So, do you think that this looks acceptable? I mean, if I made it a bit more symmetrical and got rid of the little rock poking through here. Do you think it's okay that we see this arch? Because we do see these arches with the lights in them throughout the entire tunnel. So I think that it might be okay that we have a little arch there as well. If you did that, yeah. Fix the left side and it's good. Okay, so then I'm gonna do that. If the F7 doesn't clip through it, well, let's check it. It shouldn't, but maybe it does. Maybe that's the plan. This tunnel looks so shiny. Like, all of it. No, we've got plenty of space. Also, go the other way through it, please. Oh, I've already exited. Not right now. Maybe after I've done the other side, so that we can go through all the way through it this way as well. Just stay in 2 view while coming out. Yeah, it fit. There was plenty of space. Right. So, let's see. Actually, if I turn this on, I might just be able to see it from this side. Right. I think we need a little bit more. So just sort of like this on that side. And can I look in on the other side as well? No, I can't. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe like this. Now, what does it look like from the outside? Not symmetrical because it's, yeah. I think it should be more like that. And then a little bit further in as well. You could check if it's symmetrical via first person mode. Not really, because I can't go into the tunnel. I mean, if there was a no clip mode, that would be just great, but I really don't think there is. I think that looks better. Use the TS fly camera. I've only got this fly camera, but this one also doesn't go into the terrain like that. So, I mean, actually, it does. Oh, it does go further back. Oh, well, that's interesting. Right, I mean, although it is, oh, yeah, that is, no, I can't do it like this. Oh, and it's brought me back up. I can't do it like this because it thinks it's in the terrain. When you showed earlier, you went in there quite a lot. The trains kind of angle a little bit until you walked upwards. But at least you can see. Yeah, I can see, that's a plus. Right, so it should be like this. It's symmetrical-ish. Yeah, it's not really that easy to control. If I was a comic book character, my tongue would be hanging out of my mouth right now because of so much concentration. That was weird. I thought I was in the other camera mode then. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Right. Now that the dam entrance is right, let's do the other entrance. Like this? No, not like that. More concentration rather than, oh, it was just a joke, I'm just making fun. Yeah, you see the difference? There's a difference, yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll put on the other spline first, because I think that would be easier. Will be easier. Oh, and I'm on the session layer again. Don't know why it didn't remind me. Oh, right, because it unlocked it automatically, that's the reason. Yeah, true. Is that sort of the right height? Yeah, I think that's actually completely the right height. So let's see. Started out as a mistype, but then I realized you weren't gonna ignore it, so I thought, oh well, yeah, you're right, I wasn't going to ignore it. Right, now I'll go into the other camera and see what the arch looks like from this side, if I can see it. Oh, I can barely see it. Well, I can barely see it, and I don't think I can actually move it. Oh, I can. Right, so just sort of like this-ish. This side, can I move it? Not yet. Let's save. Maybe from a bit further away. There we go. Now that I can't really see what's going on anymore, I can move it. Yeah, it almost feels like Trainz wasn't meant to be used in this way. Although I think that fits quite well. So I will actually go through it from this side now, just to have a look and see if it looks okay before I'm going to put all the other stuff around it. Also, that reminds me, I wanted to put forest texture down in some of these areas here where there are these shrubs and trees, which I forgot to do previously. And yes, I do realize that some of these shrubs are a bit close to the waterline, but I think that's what makes it look interesting. Maybe the water's higher than usual. Although there is sand around. Hello, 3 viewers without accounts and YouTube archive viewers. Yes, from me as well. Right, so I wanted to drive the length. Actually, let's use... Oh, what's it called? There's a locomotive, 1 second. Oh, I forget what it's called now. 1 second. DDA40X? No. Not exactly. Can't believe I forgot what it's called. Describe it maybe? Well, it's a bit of an older one. No, not. It's a single word. SW7? No. No, not that either. Oh, bot. Yes, there we go. And that was easy. Oh, what is it called? Something like... I was thinking locomotion, but that's not it. I think. What you looking for? I'm looking for an old locomotive. I was thinking it was called locomotion, but that's not it, apparently. I mean, this was supposed to be a joke, but now that I can't find it, it's not really a joke. That's it, that's the one. Thank you very much. Not novelty, yeah. Like that. Here, this is the one I want to take through the tunnel. Locomotion was a different one. There we go. I told you it was a bit of an older one. Ooh, yeah. Old one. Yes? As you can see, it has a custom cab. And there it is. That is the custom cab down there. This isn't older, this is ancient. Let's see if it has cab mode. Realistic mode. Oh, it does. And does. Actually, I'm gonna drive it in DCC mode. I thought you meant the acid was old. No, I meant the loco was old. The acid too, but I meant the loco. Is this the one by Ricky Sykes or Steve Flanders? I have no idea. I don't know. I wasn't listening for 30 seconds. I mean, in Trainz it's got 20 miles an hour. I mean, that's respectable. Okay, here we go. Into the tunnel. With the vertical pistons as well, with the vertical cylinders. Like in the old mill engines and mine water pumps. It was Steve Flanders, just checked. Oh, I see. There's another really good one called York. Yes, I think I've got that. I'm not sure if I haven't installed at the moment. It's even got a tender. Very nice. Yes. Anyway, how is your day? I already asked that, so you don't have to respond. I mean, if I didn't already ask it, then yes, you would have to respond. But yeah. Okay, and there is the entrance/exit. Now, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. From the other side. Yeah. Day was alright. Can't complain, to be honest. Well, you could. I mean, just the animation of these pistons is kind of mesmerizing in a way. Because you can see both of them at once, at the same time, and how they're offset to ensure that that it doesn't get stuck, basically. Well, we could see how fast we can get it going downhill, but then it might derail. Should we see how fast we can get it going? I can't legitimately complain. Oh, I see. Lovely stuff. So do you want to see how fast it can go, or should we just cancel now? Yes, but be sure to brake for the speed limits. No. That's not part of the plan. Although actually the mechanics don't look like they're going that fast yet. Actually no, in there they do. Yeah, that swing type motion. There we go, we've cracked 40 miles. Get the thumbnail in 3, 2, 1, go! Maybe. I don't know yet. Probably something to do with the tunnel entrance, or maybe the forest on both sides. Slovak, we're approaching your speed limit. Do you still think it's an appropriate speed limit? Hold on, we've just got like 6 more miles an hour to go. There we go. 50. Yes. Are you sure that's like 80 kilometers an hour? Well, it is actually 80 kilometers an hour. 50 miles per hour. Ah! Sir, are you sure this is safe? Quite sure, quite sure. 60. Why is it going so fast now? It's not even going downhill. I guess this guy's gonna have an interesting story to tell at work. Oh, we're about to go 80. Alright, I was a bit worried then. 80 miles an hour. Oh, I think we're gonna be able to... Oh, this is the original time machine. That's how it got into this era in the first place. It went 88 miles an hour, got transported into the future, and now he's trying to get home. Oh, and we've just tried to make the jump and it didn't work. Maybe he's got to repair some the flux capacitor, reconnect it for it to work. Or maybe some of the steam condensed inside and it's got to dry out a little bit. Okay, we're approaching the Flying Scotsman's record of 100 miles an hour. Or actually, City of Truro, if you believe that. Which I think it's plausible. We're about to reach 100 miles an hour. And one more. There we go, 100 miles an hour. 100 miles an hour on the Milton Valley Railroad. So my brakes failed, and there I was, sitting on top of this kettle pot of a locomotive, and it just rocketed down Calido grade. I'm lucky to be alive. I actually don't think this thing has brakes. I think the old locomotives were literally just maybe a handbrake, or maybe not even that. Maybe it was slowed down with a foot. Like, the old ones definitely didn't have brakes. Can we break 126? Maybe. Then we'd have... if we did that, we would have the speed record for steam on... well, for steam locomotives in general. Oh, this is the ghost of Horror Point Sidings. That's it! That is the actual ghost of Horror Point Sidings. It just races past. If the moon is full and the star... okay, if the moon is full and the sky is fair, on a dark winter night you can occasionally hear the rattling of a vertical cylindered steam locomotive racing down the railroad heading towards disaster, never managing to brake just in time. That is the true horror of Horror Point Sidings. Well, no, that's actually the ghost. The true horror is the monster, but we won't talk of that yet. It hasn't made a real appearance yet. Oh, we're about to break the record. We're about to break the record. 26. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. We've officially attained a new land speed record for steam traction. This is the fastest a steam locomotive has ever gone. We've broken it. We've broken the record of Sir Nigel Gresley's A4 Pacifics, the Mallard. We've gone faster. And now it's time for this locomotive to become a ghost. There we... oh, it didn't derail. And... nope. That was censored. Slow down with a foot? Yikes. I wouldn't want to be that foot. Well, he had a shoe. The ghost is there! No! And the award goes to Novelty. Who knew? Are you sure? Are you sure this is the fastest the steamer went? Not counting the thing that you did, Slovak Eagle, with those Japanese steamers. But yes. I mean, the PRR T1, I think, has a static speed record that's faster. I think it's like 150 miles an hour. But that was only attained on the testing wheels. Basically, the wheels of the locomotive were on top of other wheels. So as the locomotive's wheels turned, the others turned with it. So it didn't actually move. Which is why that speed record isn't actually a speed record. It wasn't done on tracks. It wasn't done... basically, the locomotive didn't move. So there we go. You broke the record and you're about to break the locomotive too if you're not careful. 140 miles an hour. Yeah. Okay, so what's next? Right. Alright, the tunnel entrance. Actually, I need to... okay, I'm going to exit, go back into Surveyor, and then I'm going to delete again because I really don't want to edit the route after I've gone into QuickDrive, if that... if that's possible. The PRR T1 has gained the grand speed record of 0 miles per hour. Well, no. I hate to break it to you, but other steam locomotives did go that fast before, so it didn't really gain that record. Right. So, onto the tunnel. Okay, now we're on the tunnel. Now what? Right. Streamlined box on wheels. Yes, that is essentially what a steam locomotive is. Well, some of the diesels, really. I think this might look better with shadows working properly. Shadows, what do you prefer? PRS1 or T1? Oh, that's a good question. I'll quickly compare them. I mean, I do know what they look like. I just want to be able to give an actual response, a true one. Okay, well, looking at these, Now, the thing is, the T1, I do really like the shark nose design. I mean, the shark nose design is one of those designs that's just so unique. It is streamlined, but it's not the usual flat of the of a lot of British streamlining. It's not that rounded look of, say, the Duchess classes, or some of the others like the what's it called, the Hiawathas, or the New York Central ones. It's quite unique, and that design actually inspired all of the other shark nose designs. They were based on the T1. So that, on that point, it's really good. But looking at the S1 next to it, I think that the S1 just looks better in a way. I'm not sure if it's just the way that it's designed, but maybe also the little side skirts that go forward a bit more beyond the streamlining of the boiler. And then you've got those lines running down the front bogie. You've got this little slanting front bit of the front of the fore bogie, the pilot wheels. Also the lamp in the middle, and those little stripes that go horizontally away from the lamp. I'm going to say S1, but it's a really close call. Yeah, with shadows, yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, I think I'd agree. What about you, Slovak Eagle? PRR T1 or PRR S1? Or maybe both. I mean, you obviously don't have to give a response to that, but you might as well. If you're still here, that is. Oh. Right, that one. Yeah, I mean, that is a really good looking locomotive, especially that livery. I mean, blue and red go together really well anyways, and then that dark blue and those smoke deflectors, I think those fit really well with that locomotive. But actually no, I don't have a but to that question. I think that is an acceptable answer. Is that the same thing? I think that's the same thing. Yes. Nice, yes, I agree. And I do realize that I'll have to maybe move around some of these boulders if they're intersecting, but it doesn't look like they are at the moment. Yeah, with a locomotive from before, I was searching for locomotion, because that is another really old one. And then I thought, okay, that's not it. Then I thought maybe experiment, but it wasn't experiment either. And then you had the answer. Slovak Eagle, imagine that one, but with streamlining. Yeah. I mean, one could argue that the smoke deflectors might be streamlining because they improve the aerodynamic flow of the locomotive slightly. But I'm not sure if that would be that accurate. Also, Slovak Eagle. If you want to see a really unique looking locomotive, search for Q1. The British Q1 locomotive. That's a really interesting one. People stare in awe and wonder. I'm not sure. Oh no, right, the Streamliner song. People stare in awe and wonder. They were cast. They followed the path of smoke and fire. They were called Streamliners. Yeah, I know that song. No. Oh, you know what the locomotive looks like then. But I get why a lot of people don't think that it's that good looking. But I think that it shows that locomotive was I think it was designed by Bullied, the same person who designed Britain's last ever designed locomotives, the merchant navies and things like that. And it was an experiment. And I think that it definitely shows, and I quite like it. Yes, it's not pretty, but it doesn't have to be. I hope Trainz doesn't crash. I genuinely hope Trainz didn't crash. I mean, it was overdue, really. 060 with tender, yes, that one. They were called Streamliners. Shut eyes. I love the Q1 personally. Designed by Oliver Bullied. Yes. I do find it pretty though. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty. It's not elegant, I'd say. That's probably a better way of phrasing it. It's not really elegant, but yeah. Skipper 1945 did a great one. I wouldn't force quit it. I just end the stream and wait for it to respond afterwards. Okay, if I'm going to wait for it to respond, we're going to do it live, or I'm going to force quit it and end the stream. Or we're going to wait for 15 minutes and then end the stream anyways, after I force quitted it. Okay, I'm going to try to... Okay, it does. Let me do that. I am going to force quit it. Oh, that's odd. Why does Trainz Railroad Simulator 2019 have the QuickTime player icon in the force quit menu? I'm not sure if the zoom works. Yeah, you can see here. It's still responding though. Yeah, the application is responding, but it's not finishing. This is the thing that I told you about before, where it literally took between 15 and 30 minutes to respond. It did, but it took that long. I'd rather force quit it, have it do a database check, and then go back in. Because that saves so much time. So there we go. It works. That's so weird. Yeah, and there we go. Checking database. I'll just quickly see what we've still got, because might need some repair. Work gone, reduced to atoms. Well, if it's reduced to atoms, it's not really gone. It's not really gone. In fact, the only way that it could be gone is if it got annihilated with antimatter. Then it would be gone, but the energy that was captured in it would still be released. So, reduced to non-existent atoms? I mean, if it's non-existent, then it could really be anything. It could be reduced to non-existent trumpets. There would be no difference. Right. surveyor driver. Here, view sessions. Let's revert, just to be safe. I mean, at worst, I think that the boulders are placed will be gone. I don't think anything more would be. Oh, would you look at that? It's all still here. Apparently I saved twice and that's why it crashed, maybe. But you see, the work is not gone, it's here. And by here I mean virtually here. So I do want to take a thumbnail thing. Might look good. Ideally, I'd like to have the tunnel entrance in it as well. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this would look good. I'd also like to have the dam in the background. So actually something more like this, maybe. Or that could look good. Anyway, one of these angles will work. Right, so now I'll quit it. Go over to the ready screen. There we go. Yay! Alright, before that. Reduced to a non-existent pair. Let's go with that. Actually, let's go with a pair of pairs. Maybe if you had more bush around it. I will, but we don't have any time considering we've just hit 11 o'clock. So, yes, the stream's over. Just a few shoutouts at the end. So, 1, Kango Fango. He does OMSI2 live streams, building, driving, and he's also recently started doing Trainz live streams. He's working on a route set in Wales. It's a fictional route based on the English Riviera. So have a look at him, he live streams. Also have a look at Slovak Eagle. He live streams Trainz and also some other driving simulators. So like Mudrunner or Euro Truck he did as well, or Fern Bus as he likes to call it. Yes, and also check out the Central Europe development team. Central Europe is a route in Trainz which simulates Central Europe. Many different countries, scaled down a bit. Anyway, yes. So thank you all very much for watching. And this stream will be archived. You can thank me all you want. Anyway, bye. Yes, bye.